What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So let's talk about the unthinkable. First of all, y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button ASAP. So the unthinkable to me is happening right now in college basketball, right? Something that I thought would be unimaginable. You know what I mean? And you might can say I'm sexist for thinking it, or it's kind of sexist in my thinking, but I never thought that women's college basketball would be way more interesting than men's college basketball, and it is by far. Seriously, I don't like, bro. I promise you, women's college basketball has the more recognizable names. They have more interesting individuals within the sport. Their games are more competitive to me. Yeah, it's just more fun to watch them hoop. Seriously, talent all across the board. The girls' skill, like the skill set of these young women, is crazy. Now, I'm not gonna act like we've never seen talented players in college basketball, women's college basketball. But I'm really watching women's college basketball. Previously, I would watch individual stars. When Candace Parker, because she's from Naperville, not too far from Chicago, I knew she was a sensation in high school. I remember when Candace was everything, right? When she went to Tennessee, I was watching her. I was watching, what's the girl, Courtney Paris, I think her name was, the center, the girl, I forget what team was that she playing for, right? And then I remember watching like Maya Moore. I remember watching Sylvia Fowles at LSU, right? Because it was around the time Candace Parker was at Tennessee and stuff like that. But I never was watching, like, I was watching for one player during a certain era of women's college basketball, not one or two players, not like it is now. I'm looking for Caitlin Clark. I'm looking for Angel Reese. I'm looking at Juju Watkins. I'm looking to see what talent did Dawn Staley got. Dawn Staley, Kim Mulkey, Gino Auriemma, they more interesting names than a lot of the men's coaches on the men's side, right? The talent pool, man, I just feel like the girls, they just produce, it's just way more exciting, man. I can barely name you, and maybe I don't watch enough. I don't know. I don't even feel intrigued to watch a lot of men's college basketball, really. Till tournament time, I ain't really been glued in like that, man. Till it's time to go to the tournament, to the big dance, I haven't been glued in. I can't tell you names that are more popular than Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Juju Watkins. It's not many men who can compete with those names at all. And not many, in the men's college game, they can't. And I'm looking, like, even watching LSU and South Carolina today. Way more exciting game. I mean, despite the fighting situation, and of course, I wish that didn't happen. But and Dawn Staley apologized for the whole situation going down within itself, right? But yeah, man. Even that, man, I was excited to watch that game. Excited, y'all. I really wanted to see how these girls was gonna battle each other and who was gonna come out victorious. You know what I mean? I'm anticipating that matchup. Years prior to, I didn't care if it was the number one women's team versus the number two women's team. I was not watching. I wasn't tuning in. I had no interest in keeping my television on a women's college basketball game. Now, listen, I'm glued in. I want to see what Juju Watkins gonna do. I want to see Caitlin Clark, and these are the women who will help, bring more revenue to the WNBA. Seriously, man, I think their brands are bigger than majority of the players in the WNBA. You get Angel Reese in there. You get Caitlin Clark. You get Juju Watkins eventually someday. Juju ain't gonna leave now, cause shoot, she getting more money at USC than she would get in the WNBA. Angel Reese, same situation, right? All these girls were getting more money now than they would get in the WNBA, because of the dang on NIL and all of that, right? But yeah, man, I think that the WNBA, the revenue will increase when you got talent like that, interesting names, interesting characters, interesting players, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean when I say characters. But yeah, man, like if they're in the mix, like you would have more people watching WNBA. People don't even know when the WNBA playoffs happen. People don't even know where some of the WNBA teams in a city play. Seriously. It's people in Chicago that probably think that the WNBA team play at the United Center, the Chicago Sky, which they do not. I don't think they do, at least. I highly doubt that. I know they back recently they didn't. Matter of fact, they don't. They don't play at the damn United Center. Okay, I feel like I know that for a fact. But yeah, man, like if people don't even know when the WNBA draft be happening. There's no real fanfare like around it. And I think now that you got these interesting players in college that have a narrative following them, who have like a brand, they're carrying their own brands. I think that the WNBA can be more interesting with these women, these young women coming into the league. But women's college basketball is on fire. It's undeniable, and it's way better than men's college basketball. Seriously, it's just as more competitive. The girls is turning it up. Like you see lines, long ass lines coming to see Caitlin Clark come and shoot it up at the gyms. People want to see her perform and see what she do. It's like people really looking at her like, man, you got a Steph Curry like aura around you. I want to see what you can do, young lady. I want to see Angel Reese. What y'all finna do, man? I'm Juju Watkins. What you finna do? People want to see that, man. And I can't really say the same for the men's college game, man. You got some talented dudes, but they named on whole weight like the young women's in basketball do, the college girls. They don't. It doesn't carry the weight. They don't have the same type of clout and cachet that these girls' name have. The men's don't. The men's college players, they don't have that same cachet attached to their name, man. So yeah, shout out to women's college basketball for doing something that I didn't think would really happen during like my younger years, at least, especially. I didn't ever think that the women's college game would be more exciting than the men's college basketball game, but it's happening. And I'm for damn sure tuning in when I see Dawn Staley and South Carolina play, when I'm Iowa on TV, Caitlin Clark, LSU on TV. I'm trying to see what they doing. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.